This is a question from databases. Consider a simple checkpointing protocol and the set of operations that are present in the log. We have start of transaction T4. Then we are writing to the transaction T4 y2, 3. Then we are starting the transaction T1, committing T4, writing T1 Z57 and checkpoint. Then starting T2, writing T2 X19, committing T2, start T3, writing T3 Z72. If a crash happens now and the system tries to recover using both redo and undo operations, what are the contents of the undo and the redo list? So first of all, what is checkpointing? It is a mechanism where all the previous logs are removed from the system and stored permanently in the storage disk. Checkpoint declares a point before which the DBMS was consistent and all the transactions were committed. So two lists is being maintained. One is undo list, and the other is redo list. So in undo list, if the recovery system sees a log within start of a transaction, but no commit or abort, but no commit or abort, then it simply puts the transaction in the undo list so that if a crash happens, it simply undoes what the transaction has done. Now the redo list is what? In redo list, if the recovery system sees a log with a transaction and a start time and a transaction with a commit or just a transaction with commit, it puts it in the redo list. That is, the whole operation has to be redone once again. Now, based on the input that is provided, let's construct a table to understand how the operations are performed. So let's draw the corresponding table. Let's draw a big table so that we can accommodate all the transactions. So T1, T2, T3 and T4. These are the 4 transactions. 1, 2 and 3 and 4. So initially T4 is the one that is getting started. Then we are showing write by W y2 3. Then we are starting the transaction T1. Then we are committing T4. Then we are writing Z5, 7. Then we are checkpointing. We are writing CP, CP, CP and CP. Checkpointing has happened. Then in T2 it is started. It is writing X19. Then it is committing. Then this transaction starts. It is writing Z72. Then the system crashes. Crash, crash, crash and crash. So now based on the rules that was already provided, we can see that T1 and T3 are uncommitted. So they can be undone. T1 and T3 can be undone. Now T2 is committed, but it is after checkpoint. So it must be redone. T2 is committed, but after checkpoint. So it has to be redone. As T4 is already committed before checkpoint, it neither comes in the undo list or redo list. T4 not undo or redo. So the list is as follows. T1 and T3 is in undo list and T2 is in the redo list. So let's see the options. So from the options, we can say that Option A, that is T3 and T1 is in the undo list and T2 is in the redo list, is the correct answer. Option A is the right choice.